Yellow Productions presents
the best food halls, food courts, or hawker centers in Los Angeles. I'm Chris, this is Topher, and in this video we're going to tell you some of the best places to eat lots of tasty food in close proximity to each other. One of my most popular videos is on hawker centers in Singapore. Hawker center is a place where lots of food vendors get together, so I thought I'd do this video on places like that in Los Angeles. The first one we're going to start with is this one right here. It is the Los Angeles Farmers Market. It's been here since 1934. Started as a place people would bring their fresh vegetables, but it's turned into a place where you can get lots of tasty food all under these really neat farmers' awnings. So I'll show you around this location and some other great places to eat in LA. The LA Farmers Market has about 50 different eateries. They're open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, closed about 7 p.m. on Sunday. Free validated parking in the parking lot around. The food's all really good. It's like a variety of different foods, from sushi right behind me to one of my favorite places, this one, Phil's Delicious Deli. They have really great pastrami sandwiches. There's an excellent Brazilian place. That's what I'm going to have for dinner today. There's a place with Singaporean noodles, a place with gumbo. Actually, I haven't had anything that's bad at this farmer's market. There's also a butcher shop, so you can get prime beef, you can get vegetables. Really, you can't go hungry here. And this is the kind of place that when I come, I want to have one meal and then I want to stay for my next meal. You can also stop in when you're done at the Grove shopping mall. It's right next door. It's a really neat shopping mall, and they've got this like little trolley that runs up and down the shopping mall. Pretty neat to see. So I mentioned one of my favorite things to get here is the Brazilian barbecue from Pampas Grill. There's always a long line, so you know it's good. It's kind of a self-serve cafeteria style, and you pay by weight. There's some hot items. These are fried plantains, rice, black beans, cheese balls, top sirloin, garlic beef, and linguiça, which is a Portuguese sausage. It is all really delicious. And you can get some Brazilian soda, guarana, which has a very unique taste. Pretty good though. The second best food hall in LA that Topher and I are going to show you is this one. This is Grand Central Market. Grand Central Market has been here since 1918, and if you would have come here about 20 years ago, this place was definitely in decline. When it was established, it was a big supermarket for the people who lived up on top of Hill Street. There were a lot of grocery type items, clothes, socks, you name it. But recently, in the last few years, this has become much more upscale. There's been a lot of eateries that have opened here that make this place really quite a busy and exciting place to come on a weekend or any time of day. They are open until 10 o'clock at night, so you can come here for lunch or dinner. And honestly, when I used to come here back in the 90s, I don't know that I'd want to eat here, but now this place is like buzzing with life. So if you're in LA, check out Grand Central Market. We'll show you a little bit around this place. Grand Central Market is located in the center of downtown Los Angeles between Hill Street and Broadway, and it is directly across from the world's shortest railway, the Angels Flight Railway. The Angels Flight Railway was built to connect Bunker Hill to Grand Central Market when it was a supermarket for the rich people that lived up on top of the hill. On the side of the market facing the Angels Flight Railway is the Horse Thief Barbecue and Outdoor Beer Garden. I think the nicest seating is out here. Tasty barbecue, so it looks like, and you can drink some beer out here in the open air if it's too loud inside. Before I show you some of the classic eateries that have been here for a long time, I'll start with some of the more upscale eateries that started the whole gentrification trend here. G&B Coffee, they've been voted the best iced latte by the New York Times in all of America. They have an iced latte that costs $6.50. That's pretty exciting. Just over here is the Golden Road Brewery, so you can get a beer while you dine on some of the eats here. And then I'm going to whip you around a little bit over this way to show you that there's the Oyster Gourmet. You can get fresh shucked oysters at the Oyster Gourmet. And then over here, there's this cute little wine bar. You can get some wine and some snacks. So that's what's up here right off of Hill Street, close to the Angel Flight Railway. This is on kind of a higher tier. Now we'll head over to kind of where I started the video, over into the more classic section of the market. So down on the next tier, this is the busy, bustling part of the market. As I said, the market used to be kind of a grocery section. They waxed and waned, but there are now organic grocers here once again. There's also a lot of Mexican restaurants. I dined on one of those. There's been one who's been here for over 50 years. Let's check out what else is down here. You'll also find a butcher shop that has some high-end meats. The New York steak here looks pretty tasty. 30 to 40-day dry aged, $40.99 a pound. Not the cheapest, but I bet that's pretty good. As you walk through the market, you'll find many of them that have their own seats. A lot of them have these little counters. This one here has like 6 seats in front of it. If you don't find there's available seats where you want to eat, there's plenty of seats throughout the market. There's also seating downstairs in the basement level as well. One of the stalls has been here a really long time, the Roast to Go. It's been here since 1952. That's 57 years. Impressive. The food can't be too bad if they've been here for that long. One of the stores that I found really interesting was Ramen Hood, a ramen shop that sells 100% vegan ramen. I don't know what that is because most ramen in Japan is pork-based soup. Some very typical food hall food from Europe, German currywurst. The most popular restaurant here by far is this one with the most interesting name. I am going to zoom into it and then read it. The name of this place is Egg Slut. Every time I've been here, they've had a super long line. They cook up tasty breakfast foods, but that line often wraps all the way around the store, sometimes back out onto the street. Down in the basement, you can see some of this market's legacy with the Grand Central Discount Store, where you can pick up lots of fairly inexpensive items back there. And this is the often forgotten seating. So if you don't find any seats, you'll find some tables down here in the basement. The restrooms are also located down in the basement. They're not the cleanest, they don't have the shortest lines, but they are functional. For those of you that are getting here by car, they do have their own parking garage. They validate parking. It's an hour and 90 minutes if you buy something for like $2. But if you're going to stay here any longer, they charge a couple dollars for every 15 minutes. If you come on the weekend, I'd suggest you check out some of the surface lots right around here. We came on a Sunday and we paid $7 to park all day. So do check out your parking options if you plan to be here more than 90 minutes. Less than 90 minutes, then their parking garage right next door doesn't get any more convenient than that. In total, there's about 30 different eateries or shops here. So if you're in downtown Los Angeles, definitely check out the Grand Central Market for some tasty eats, though in a slightly classic, grungy environment. The third best food hall in Los Angeles is the Anaheim Packing House, located in Anaheim, California, just a mile and a half from Disneyland. This was originally opened in 1919 as the Anaheim Orange and Lemon Citrus Growers Association, but it was converted in 2014 to a gourmet food hall. One of the cool things about this food hall is that they took the whole orange theme of this historic building and incorporated it into the food hall itself. So you go inside, there's orange box art on the walls. The tables are old sun-kissed orange boxes. There's about 20 different eateries inside. There's a ramen restaurant called Orange Tay. They open at 9 in the morning for breakfast. There's a pretty tasty French bakery that you can get for breakfast. That's the one that opens earliest. They're open late at night. There's a really neat speakeasy bar inside on the lower level. This place is 2 stories. And to get into this speakeasy, there's a handle that's embedded in this wall, and it's a little rabbit. You pull on the rabbit, that opens up the door. And you exit through this other side over on the left there through these boxes. That's the exit door of the speakeasy. So if you are near Disneyland and you're looking for something cheap to eat that's not going to cost you a fortune and is tasty, take a $7 Uber ride from Disneyland over here to the Anaheim Packing House and check out some of these eateries. Another cool historic thing they've incorporated here are these old train cars. This packing house was on the old rail line, so they could put the oranges on the train cars and ship them off, but now you can sit out here and dine on these historic old train cars. And if nothing strikes your fancy inside the packing house, go outside the packing district. Just down the block is Umami Burger, kind of a Japanese-inspired burger chain, and there's also the Anaheim Brewery tasting room where you can get some tasty, locally brewed beers. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it every Sunday, then please click on this little yellow ball to subscribe, or you might enjoy watching one of these other videos. Click any of them to watch. Thanks. Bye-bye.